Welcome back to today's episode of Bugs, Buzz, and Beyond. Now, we've all been annoyed by mosquitoes, those tiny, buzzing insects that somehow always find you, even in the dark. But did you know some mosquitoes can actually detect your breath from 100 feet away? Yup, they're like tiny flying detectives with super sniffers. In this episode, we'll dive into how they do it, why they do it, and how it affects us. And stay tuned, because at the end, we'll test what you've learned with a fun trivia game. Our topic for today is mosquitoes that can detect your breath from 100 feet away. First, let's talk about the secret weapon mosquitoes use to find us: carbon dioxide, or CO2. Every time you exhale, you're releasing CO2 into the air. Mosquitoes have special sensors, almost like tiny antennas in their noses, that can pick up on that carbon dioxide trail. Some species can follow this trail from as far as 100 feet away. That's about the length of a basketball court. But CO2 isn't the only thing guiding them. Once they get closer, mosquitoes start using other senses to lock onto their target. They can sense body heat, which helps them find warm-blooded animals, and even pick up on body odors, like the natural chemicals our skin gives off. That's why some people seem to get bitten more than others. To a mosquito, some humans smell like a 5-star buffet. Now you might be wondering, why are mosquitoes so obsessed with us in the first place? Well, only the female mosquitoes bite. They need the protein from blood to produce eggs. Males? They're actually harmless. They spend their days sipping nectar and minding their own business. But females? They're on a mission to make more mosquitoes. What's even more fascinating is how evolution has fine-tuned these little insects. Imagine you're a mosquito flying around at night. Vision is limited, and you're tiny compared to your prey. Relying on CO2 detection gives you a huge advantage. It's like a beacon leading straight to your next meal. And once you're closer, switching to heat and odor helps make sure you don't miss. It's survival strategy at its finest. Over millions of years, mosquitoes have turned into expert hunters despite their small size. They don't waste energy searching randomly. Instead, their senses guide them with incredible accuracy. Some studies even show that mosquitoes can combine these signals, first following CO2, then adjusting their flight based on warmth, and finally confirming with scent before they land. It's almost like they're running a built-in GPS system designed to track humans and animals. This layered approach is one reason why mosquitoes are so successful as a species. Their ability to adapt, survive, and reproduce has kept them around for over 100 million years, outlasting dinosaurs and spreading to nearly every part of the world. They may be tiny, but their survival strategies are a masterpiece of nature's engineering. So, the next time you're swatting away mosquitoes, remember, you're not just unlucky. You're practically broadcasting an invitation every time you breathe out. Now, let's see how much you remember from today's journey with a short trivia game. Ready? Let's get started. Question 1. What is the main reason mosquitoes are attracted to human breath? A. Oxygen in the air. B. Carbon dioxide. We exhale. C. The sound of our breathing. D. Moisture in the air. Correct answer, B. Carbon dioxide. We exhale. Mosquitoes have evolved to detect CO2 because all animals release it when they breathe. This makes it one of the most reliable signals that a living, blood-carrying creature is nearby. Oxygen doesn't attract them. Sound is irrelevant. And while moisture might play a small role, CO2 is the main trigger. Imagine you're lost in a city at night and looking for a glowing neon sign. That's what CO2 is to a mosquito. A bright signal saying, "Food, this way." Question 2. Which mosquitoes bite humans? A. Only males. B. Only females. C. Both males and females. D. Neither. Correct answer. B. Only females. Female mosquitoes need the proteins from blood to develop their eggs. Without it, they can't reproduce. Males, on the other hand, survive perfectly well on plant nectar. This difference in diet is a perfect example of how nature divides roles. Males keep the energy flowing with sugar, while females invest in reproduction by seeking blood meals. That's why whenever you get bitten, you can blame the female mosquitoes. Question 3. About how far away can some mosquitoes detect your breath? A. 10 feet. B. 50 feet. C. 100 feet. D. 200 feet. Correct answer. C. 100 feet. That's roughly the size of a basketball court. It shows just how sensitive their sensors are. From that distance, they're not seeing you or hearing you. They're following the faint trail of CO2 molecules in the air. Once they get closer, they'll rely more on heat and odor to zero in. This combination of long-range and short-range detection makes them extremely efficient hunters, which is why they've thrived for millions of years. And that's it for today's episode. Now you know that mosquitoes aren't just random annoyances. They're tiny, highly skilled trackers using your breath as a signal. So next time you're outdoors, remember, your every exhale could be giving away your position. Thanks for joining me. And don't forget to come back for the next episode of Bugs, Buzz, and Beyond. If you enjoy this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.